Hey everybody, welcome back. I know it seemed like we just got off here. Well, we did. But now we're back. So look, now we're going to talk about things we couldn't talk about last night because I wanted to show you guys the receipts, okay? And I wanted to show you guys the receipts firsthand. I didn't want you guys to just hear me read the receipts, and I didn't want to rush through the receipts either, okay? So we're going to start back today. Now, the first thing I want to do is introduce myself to those who don't know, because there's a lot of new people on my channel now. I want to welcome everybody to Kiki Loves Nigeria. I am the host of your show. My name is Kiki, and I talk about everything on my channel that impacts your repatriation journey or impacts you visiting West Africa, namely West Africa, because those are the places that I've traveled to and those are the places that I've studied. Okay. So we've been talking about Shakina Shinadu, which was the latest, I believe it was the sixth female black woman to pass away in the Gambia, which is in West Africa. Shakina's passing was a little different than all of the other. Well, it wasn't a little different. It was very different than all of the other ladies, even Anja's. Shakina's passing was a direct result of somebody's hand. Well, I'm not going to even say that because we don't know how the other people passed away. So I can't say that. So let's say this. Shakina passed away allegedly. Well, the guy confessed to someone unaliving her. Okay. And supposedly this person did this over $1,000. He wanted to rob her of $1,000 and some laptops and I think some tablets. Okay. So this is what supposedly he has said to the Gambian police. Well, like I was saying last night, a lot of people in the comment section of my video, they were saying that that didn't sound right. Okay. There were a lot of people saying that they didn't agree with that. And they were saying that that just did not sound like what had happened. And I would say, and I kept saying, well, why? You can't just make these allegations and you can't, you don't back them up. So people started saying that Shakina was involved in land scamming. Okay. And like I said, I had met Shakina, and Shakina told me that she was involved with helping people who had bad land deals, that she was involved with helping those people get their land contracts right. That's what she told me. Okay. So I didn't think any more of it. I just thought that's what she really did. So when people were coming saying that she was involved in land scamming, I was shocked because I was like, what? But then I remembered, and some people had reminded me also about the series of videos that UN had did on Shakina. Just one second. And in these videos, UN was indeed accusing her of land scamming. Okay. He was indeed saying that she was taking people's money and that she was overcharging them for land and that they weren't getting paperwork for this land. So I went back through the videos to look and see what he had said. And that's what we talked about last night. We kind of talked about Art Kathy a little bit, but we mainly talked about UN and what UN was saying about Shakina way back when. That was about 3 years ago, 2020, somewhere in 2021. So it was between, three, almost 4 years ago, he was making these allegations. Okay. So one thing he said, we couldn't see it though. I don't know why I don't know why I guess the program it was playing on, you guys couldn't see it. You couldn't see where somebody had sent UN a video of Shakina's house. And what I was saying is that this is how you know whoever was around Shakina could not be trusted because you could clearly see this person videotaping her house. And why would he be videotaping her house? And then how did the video get in UN's hands? And it was two houses. Okay. So that was the video I'm going to show you guys now. And then directly after that video, you're going to see another video. And this video is a video of when UN was talking about um, that sometimes you can't just touch a person on the shoulder to get their attention. You have to hit them on the back of the head with a sledgehammer. So I'm going to play those clips for you right now. But before I do that, I want to say that this is fair use. And what fair use is that sometimes you use other people's um, content to help explain and help educate people about certain situations. So that's what I do on this channel. I use other people's content, not all the time, but sometimes I'll use other people's content to help explain situations. So in this situation, I'm using UN's content to show you what UN was saying about her. And this was way back, like I said, no, it was 3 to 4 years ago, because this is now 2024. So we're going to get that video clip. Let me go on here so I can show you guys that, because that I thought that was really interesting. Okay. So this one we're going to see right here is I think the first part. Yeah, this is the house. So let me make sure everybody can see that. Okay, good. So y'all can see that. Hey, Empath of London. Hey, Stephanie. How y'all doing? Okay, so let me make these big so y'all can see it. All right, so this is what I was trying to show you last night, but we couldn't see it. Okay, remember I was telling you I had read you one of the receipts from Shakina, and she said in that receipt that she was explaining about UN and how she had got a restraining order, not a restraining, a defamation case against him, and that she was explaining about the two houses. Okay, remember she said both of the houses, she had bought both of the houses, right? But the first house we're going to see, the brownish color house that we're looking at now, that's actually her house. She kept that house, but the other house, she said that's the house that she bought for someone else, and now they're living in that house. Now this is what you guys could not, you guys couldn't see this last night. So I want to go on here and show this to you.
Of CHINEDU'S house that is currently under construction just outside the capital of the Gambia. It is looking rather good actually at this present moment. Still a lot of work to be done in the house, but yeah, all the wiring is starting to get done. And
Sorry,
this
y'all.
is exactly where your hard earned money, where your money that she's investing, this is where she's invested it. Not in any land that you want to buy,
Okay,
but
now
in a
right there. Okay, did you see how that looked? That part was different.
so people like
Oops, sorry,
Shakina.
y'all. That's the wrong. Oh, okay. Let's go back. That's when. That's the part I'm talking about. Okay, that's the part that this part right here. See how this
In
house
any
is
land that you
different
want to buy.
from this. This is different. This is what she was saying. This part
Investing,
was a
this is where
different
she's
house.
invested it.
See the
Not in
windows
any land that you want to buy.
and this blue part. This is what she was saying in the video last night. This is what she was trying to explain to us last night. That this, she said, this is not her house. Okay. This is her house. No, I'm sorry. This is not her house. See the blue? She calls that the blue ocean house. This is her house. Okay. This is where they found her at. This is the house. This is her house. Okay. So I'm going to show you.
Accurate recording of Shakina.
So they're working on the house, and this person is videotaping them. Now, I don't know who's the person videotaping them because we never see who that person is. But this is, see that shadow? That's all we see of the person. And you could tell that it's a male, but you can't, and they don't look, see, they don't even look that tall. That's why I'm wondering if it's the same guy, because the guy is a little guy and his hair is like cut, like, see how that's a flat cut? So I'm wondering if it's the same guy I'm wondering if it's the same guy who they have in custody. I wonder if that's him. Okay, so let me go check your comments out. We're going about this video so far. So that's what I was trying to show you all last night. So Stephanie's just saying hi. Uh, hello. Hey for Black. Hey Stephanie. Uh, okay, she's saying it's good to see everybody again. So that's what I wanted to show you guys last night. Now, okay, so y'all don't have no questions about that. Okay, now what I want y'all to see, which I thought was crazy. The photographer's wearing what? Is wearing a Rasta hat in shadow. How can you tell that's a Rasta hat though? The photographer is wearing a Rasta hat in shadow. How can you tell that's a Rasta hat? I can't tell what that is. But that's interesting that you can tell it's a Rasta hat. Okay. All right. Okay, I think we got all of those. Now the next clip I'm going to show you is the remember yesterday when we were watching and UN made this statement and you all wanted to know when the statement, because you couldn't believe because that's what happened to her. What he said happened, happened. It's the shape of a Rasta hat. Oh, okay. So you're saying it looks like a Rasta hat because you have one. It could be. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. All right. Now let's look at this video right here, y'all. Now listen to this. For the people who weren't here last night, UN is his name is Unapologetic Negro Pen. He's now known as Ton Africa. He did a lot of research on the repats in the Gambia, especially those that were involved in scamming situations. So Shakina was one of the ones that he had did a lot of. Well, he made about 4 videos on her, maybe four about her, and then the one about Exodus Alliance. It kind of included her. So this is him saying what he believes will happen to people like Shakina because he firmly believed that she was indeed involved in these land scamming allegations. Now back then, no one else was saying this but him. We didn't have anybody else saying this. There was a couple from Canada who was trying to get their message heard, and they were in the comment section, saying this. But as for YouTube content creators, I don't think anyone was saying was trying to get that message out. So this is what UN was saying happens to people who take people's money and do things that they were accusing Shakina of doing. So listen to this, you guys. Now remember, this was either December of 2020 or January of 2021.
And this is exactly where your hard earned money, where your money that she's investing, this is where she's invested it. Not in any land that you want to buy, but in a. So people like Shakina Shinedu need to really be aware because I have powers too. You know, sometimes in order to take somebody's attention, in order to get somebody to stop doing something, in some cases, you can't just tap them on the shoulder to get their attention. Sometimes you need to smash them over the head with a sledgehammer to make sure they have your full attention. And this sledgehammer is being slowly risen. And soon it's going to come back down, and it's going to come back down so hard. Guys, once again, I'll
All right. So, yeah, that's what UN said. That's what I was trying to show y'all last night. And that's what he said in a video that he made about that he made about her. Hold on, let me block this person because I don't even know what they're talking about. Okay, hold on, let me get rid of this person real quick. Um, okay. All right, so let me check out your comments. Yeah, that's what I said when I was watching, when I was researching for this video. Uh, that's exactly what I said. I had to keep rewinding it because I couldn't believe that he said that. And I was like, there's no way he could have known, this was exactly what was going to happen to her. There's no way he could have known that. So True Serum says, scam Africanism is in full effect. Yes, it is. You know, and wow, does that man have a YouTube channel? Because he needs to be investigated. Kiki. Because what are the I know, but he has a YouTube channel, but he hasn't done a video in years. I mean, probably a year now, y'all. Maybe what y'all say, maybe 2 years now. And he also this was 2 or 3 years ago, and he doesn't live anywhere near Gambia. Well, he lives in Europe, somewhere in Europe. So, but I mean, was he really that involved in it, or was it just a story? You know, that's the thing. Was he really, highly involved like that? Did he lose money? You know, I don't think I don't know. I know she was suing him for defamation. So I don't know what happened after that. So I don't know. That whole thing, where how he knew that was going to happen, why he said that, why he put that together, why he said the hammer is being risen now. That's why I said maybe he has the comments that I've had in these groups, in this group chat. All right, because that's what we're going to look at now. So, one thing Shakina did, like I said, I didn't believe any of this. I really didn't. I thought this was just, somebody trying a smear campaign. That's exactly what I thought it was. I thought it was just a smear campaign, right? So, I wasn't really paying attention to it. And when people came on my channel about it, I really wasn't trying to hear what they were saying. I was just like, until you give me some proof, those are their aligners. Till you give me some proof, I'm not really going for this. Okay. I'm just not going for this scamming because I need documented primary source evidence. So, like I said, all of a sudden, I wasn't getting anything. I got one letter from Karen. Karen and Levi was a couple from Canada. This is what set it all off. There was a couple from Canada who I guess they contacted UN, and they told him about their situation and that they had given Shakina money, and that they had gotten nothing for their money. They didn't get any papers, they didn't get anything, but their money was gone. I believe this is what led UN to do those videos about them, because if you see, he's talking about this couple, and the couple said they lost $17,000, a little over $17,000. So he said 19, they said 17 in the email. So I'm thinking it's just this couple, and I'm thinking, okay, well, this couple probably, they haven't said anything else about it, so maybe they got their money back. And how people will resolve stuff and you don't ever hear anything else about it again, right? So that's what I'm thinking. It's resolved. You're not going to hear, we just didn't hear that it got resolved. Well, like I told you guys the other day, I got an email from a person who was a member of this group. they for some reason these repats love doing these WhatsApp groups. All right, and they'll have several WhatsApp groups, and in these WhatsApp groups, they'll be charging fees or charging for whatever, and they'll have several groups that they're charging this money to, so they're making money off of these WhatsApp groups. Okay, so this person who wrote me was in actually a member of this WhatsApp group that Shakina created. All right. She created it, and she created this WhatsApp group to communicate with the people who, guess what, people were buying land from her, who were investing in land with her. And just like UN said, did she have a license to do that? I don't know. I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one. I know here to have people to invest. I don't know the laws in the UK. UN said she didn't. He's from the UK. But I know from in the United States, you cannot guide me in investments, tell me to invest, guide me towards investments if you don't have a license to do that. Okay? You cannot do that. And that is indeed what she was doing, and we have proof of that. Because see, we don't have to go by what UN said. We can go by what Shakina said because we have her words. This person sent me the conversations inside this WhatsApp group. So we're going to go over that. So let's get these comments before we start that. He's wicked and he always was. That's why I kind of took, I knew how people would feel about that. So I kind of had to take that source with a grain of salt just simply because we didn't know where the information was coming from. We thought it was coming from the lady Blackset. But I could tell that this information was coming from somebody who was reputable because what he said, I'm about I'm telling y'all, he it's right here in those messages. Thank you for responding. Talk about the receipts from last night's show. So how I did this, I put the receipts on a video so you guys can. I'm gonna go through the receipts. That's what I'll do. I'll go through the receipts and then I will put them. I'll let this video run. Okay, so you can see the video. Um, is this it? Uh, hold on, y'all. Okay, this is it. So these are the receipts that I got. Okay, and I'm trying to figure out what's the best way. I'm gonna put them up here, but what I'm going to do is go through the receipts. Okay, so I want to start this video that you're watching. This video is not going to keep time with what I'm reading to you, okay? Because I gotta skip around because I want to do a timeline. So, but before we get to this video, I want to show you this receipt. Now, this receipt is when this is in 2000, I believe. Yeah, this is in January 9th of 2000. Now, this receipt is when Shakina started this group that supposedly she was telling Sisters International about. Now, she created this group according to this receipt was because she wanted to be able for the group to be able to connect with each other. Okay, so she said, greetings all. I'm going to paraphrase some of this because it's going to get boring if I read it word for word. She said that she created a WhatsApp group because people expressed interest in a WhatsApp group and they wanted to reserve plots of land in Estate 4. So this WhatsApp group is clearly being created for people who want to reserve who right here, for people who have expressed interest. Let me put my glasses on. To reserve plots of land in estate number 4. This group will allow me to share information with you as well as you getting to know each other as you will be neighbors. I will share with you the buyer's pack on the group. Please be careful to please carefully read through to understand the land sales process and let me know if you have any questions. All right. So, this sounds like this was the beginning, okay? This was the beginning of this adventure to buy land with Shakina. So, we have now established that Shakina was selling land. We have now established that she did have a group with investors in this land, potential investors who wanted to invest with her. So, people who were saying she wasn't selling land, we have proof otherwise. All right, now, this is something else I wanted to share with y'all. This was her business. So, if you said you had an interest in the business, if you wanted to be um, buy land with her, you got this pack. This is what she was talking about, the buyer's pack. The name of the company is Nubian Legal Consultants. All right, so this is the pack. And this is what you get with it. You get the location of your site. You get the root title, checking root title. You get you buy your power of attorney because you got to have a power of attorney. The sales process, the payment, the legal documents, ownership, utilities, permits, building, and annual taxes. Okay, all of that is talked about in this pack. So this is the location of the site. It's in Sanyang, the village of Sanyang, which is off Coastal Road from Bruceby to Khartoum. Now, if you remember, James, I believe James or somebody did a video about that land being disputed land. Okay, like there was some type of land dispute going on over there. I'm gonna look tonight to make sure because I believe it was Sanyang. Sanyang is tranquil, a tranquil area, a short way from Senegambia, the tourist strip in the Gambia. If driving around, 30 minutes drive, but fully accessible to the airport. There's a larger town nearby named Brikama. All right, that sounds nice. I would be interested in that. So this is the land measurements. You can divide it. It has been divided into 19 plots. Now, what did James tell us yesterday? The unapologetic Negro Pen. What did he show us? He showed us how she divided the plot. She had a big plot of land and she divided the plots. So she is saying what James said is true. Okay. So, um, she said these plots, around the plots, they have roads that are accessible to the highway and so on and so forth. So when you buy the land, you get the root title, okay? And you need, she says, and this is the buying with the power of attorney. You have to give Shakina your power of attorney. So you have to make her your power of attorney. So since you're not physically in the Gambia and you got to sign documents, the power of attorney essentially lets the Shakina, she says, act as you in your name and in your place. With the power of attorney, the land is still fully owned by you and in your name, but it's signed for by her. But it's signed for her by her, but it's for you. All land documents will be attached to the power of attorney so that it is evident that you own the land, but that you give the authority to purchase it in her name. So she's telling you how to do the power of attorney. You got to send your passport paper, your photo passport. You have to send any further instructions pertaining to the land, and you have to send You have to authorize her to use your signature. So the payment, the price of the land and the power of attorney and the legal documents are as follows. Each plot of land is 130,000 dalasi, which is 2,031 pounds or $2,600, which is what James told us yesterday. At any time, uh, so if you brought more than one plot, it would double. So if you brought two plots, it would be 6,000. Okay, 4,000. I'm sorry, 4,000. A little over, almost 5,000. The power of attorney is 5,600 dalasi, which is $112, and oh, that's expensive. Wow. And that's done at the time of payment. Legal documentation, including the Akalo paper. This is a lot of money, people. 450 that 450 pounds and 588 pounds. So you have to buy. So it's still going to be one price no matter how many plots you buy. The total price of land and documentation of the power of attorney is 2,569 pounds, depending on the exchange rate, or $3,360. She's telling how you can make payment to her. You can make the payment. Uh, People in Britain can use APS charges 99 cents. They can use something called APS, but United States can't use that. We have to use MoneyGram, World Remit, Western Union, Transgram. Uh, she's going to take the money that you send to her and put it into an account in GT Bank. She needs all this information. You need to put all this information. Okay. These are the legal documents you're going to get. All right, let's look at this because this is where the discrepancies came in. You're supposed to get your Akalo land transfer from the village chief, sketch plan from the physical planning, land use report showing what you're going to use the land for, your area council transfer, and any capital gains tax due from the seller will be paid up to the date. So I don't know who's going to pay for that. Any capital gains tax due from the seller will be paid up to the date. It sounds like the seller is supposed to pay those. Uh, so her business, the Nubian Legal Consultants, will help you get your paperwork. Once the paperwork process has been completed, you will be proud owners of your plots and you will receive a certificate of occupancy. So then she's talking about utilities and annual taxes. And this is something interesting. I wonder if Black Acres knew this. It says there is a small annual tax you will pay on the empty land, but once you build a house on the land, tax payable each year increases slightly. The amount of tax is dependent on the square meters of the house. Therefore, the bigger the house, the more tax liability. All right, so this is the plan to buy the house. This is your buyer's plan. And this is Shakina opening up in 2020, opening up her Facebook page to manage the interest of these people who are contacting her about buying land. All right, so let me go back to y'all. Oh, I need these on. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let me see what y'all saying before we go to the next one. From what I've seen online, most of Gambia suffer from months of rain. Yes, during the delay. Season. I don't think the land is good year round living. Only vacationing during the dry, non-dusty season. Okay, and that's the reason she was saying that she was in delay. She took her a long time to do things. It's advisable to have your own lawyer to check things out. So this person is saying you need to have your own lawyer, not just her lawyer, check things out. you need to have your own lawyer checking things out for you. Uh, I just got back from Gambia. I don't know these expat groups was so messy. Yeah, they're real messy. They don't have nothing to do though. See, they don't have regular jobs to go to. Even if you don't need the money, you people can go to job just for the social aspect of it. My mother worked because of the social aspect of it. You know, she had retired, but she liked to work because she liked the social aspect of it. Okay, so that was all the new comments. Only the American single ladies are being deleted. Uh, that's what we talk about on this channel. I can't say for sure because I don't believe that to be true. I doubt the rain is a problem. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the next one. Okay, so now we are going to look at. Now I'm going to put the video on. Okay, so you can watch the video while I go through these receipts, and I'm going to tell you. Um, so the one you're looking at now, these are people. These are people who wanted to buy, who were interested in buying land in the beginning. Okay. Now, some of these receipts don't have dates on them. So, what I had to do is group them by the ones that did not have a date compared to those who did have a date. Okay. So, that's how they're grouped. Okay. So, first thing I want to look at is Karen's letter. Okay. Now, remember Karen. Karen was the lady who Karen was the lady who wrote, I believe she's the person who wrote you in and said that she was trying to get this money back from Shakina because of what had happened. Okay, she didn't feel like the land deal was going right, so she wanted her money back. Okay, so let's look at this. So I'm going to read it to you. All right, so she's telling, wait a minute, let me look at this other one first. So she's telling Shakina, all right, let me put this up for y'all so y'all can see this one. I just got to make sure it's no. Okay. So let me put this one up. So this one, this is when Shakina says that she first finds out that there is a problem. All right. So let me share this one. So this one is from a lady named Karen, and her husband's name is Levi. And this was in UN's video. So let me check and make sure y'all can see this. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the first time we knew something, there was a problem. So it says, "Good day, Miss Shakina." Now we're assuming this is in 2000 because this is when he gets his we get the video from UN. It has been almost 9 months since the initiation of the sale of the plots of land. Numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now remember, this is $2,000. This is almost $3,000 for each one of these. Okay. So in Bontu East District, and to date, we have not received any proof of purchase, sales agreement, etc., or documentation, government issued or etc., supporting the purchase or and ensuring due diligence. So she's saying they bought all this land, okay? They've brought all this land, and they still don't have anything to prove that Shakina has paid for this land. She says the process has been problematic and it has taken an incredibly long time. And as a result, we are rescinding our agreement due to frustration, failure to fulfill your agreement, and a lack of evidence. Okay. So the process has been problematic. Let's continue reading this. So she says the process has been problematic. It has taken an incredibly long time. And as a result, we are rescinding our agreement due to frustration, failure to fulfill agreement, and your lack of evidence supporting the sale. Now, that right there just startled me. When she said your lack of evidence supporting the sale. So that means Shakina had given this couple nothing to support that she had bought this land from them. Okay? So let's finish because I'm confused. If she gave them money, shouldn't she have some type of documentation? Something? Something? These people didn't get nothing. So Miss Karen goes on to say, a full refund is expected for all the following money sent via Ami. This is a lawyer. This is some kind of lawyer, okay, for the sale of the land. And in addition, all other funds sent via MoneyGram related to the processing of the sale. So they want a refund on everything. All monies to be held in trust with this company until further notice. Okay, so this is the money. So in February 28th, they sent Shakina they deposited $5,942. In March that same year, they deposited the next month, oh my God, they deposited $5,628. And the next month, April, they deposited $5,520. The total amount they deposited was $7,000 at $7,090 USD. Effective immediately, we, Karen, and Levi are revoking our power of attorney. Mm, mm. So, what y'all think about that? Let me see what y'all saying about that before we move on. Yeah. Many tropical areas have heavy rainfalls all year round. Okay. Uh, yes, so I am good at platforms like YouTube can be used to warn people before. Yes, they can. Because that's the first thing I look before I want to do something. I go on YouTube and I see what the content creators are saying because they tell you the truth. But I didn't realize they're liars, like the ones in the Gambia. I didn't know they're liars, content creators, because a lot of them are liars. I'm glad I didn't get scammed for land because yeah, they were scamming. It must have been easy to do it because it seemed like everybody was trying to do it. Well, if Amazon gets more than okay, no, y'all talking about okay, so no comments about that. So let me go to the next one. So this is the first that we hear about the money. Okay, it's this couple. This is the first that we hear about the rain. The rain. So this is the first we hear about the couple. Okay. So let me stop sharing that. Let me put this one on so I can go get the next one. So then we're going to look at this lady says, I think we read this one about there was 9 months. Okay, that these people have went 9 months. Let me put this up here. 9 months and they had no proof of purchase. I'm gonna put my glasses on for this. This might be Karen also. So I'm still not seeing. So this is 44. Okay, so we looked at that one. So let's go. We looked at that one. Now let me go see about this other one. So now we're going to look at one about the demarcation, that it was taking a long time for them to mark the land. Okay, so let me start 47, 53. So we're looking for 49. So they were not getting the land that they had. One of the big problems was it needed to be demarcated. I guess that's how you say it. All right, so let's read what Shakina was saying about that. Okay, because she had an answer for everything. That's probably why these people held on, hope for so long, because she had an answer for everything. Okay, let's look at this one. So in this one, she says, she tells everybody, good evening. I hope all is well. We were not. So this was the whole. This, remember, she was saying it was taking 9 months, right? So in this one, she says we were not able to start demarcation today as it rained all night long, all last night. We have rescheduled for the coming Saturday after Tabaski. Apologizes Apologies, but the rain comes unannounced and we have to work around the rain, and we hope we can do it on Saturday. So this was another one, okay? This was another video, not a video, I'm sorry. This is another time when they saying she was slowing down. She was not doing what she promised them she was going to do, okay? So that was the delay, and she kept saying this. It was always a delay in this demarcation. So we looked at that. So now let's look at this one. Now, what is this one? Let's look at this one. This one is the one I was showing y'all when we first came out here. So there were, let me put this up here. No, I don't want y'all to see that one. Let me put the video on and then I'm going to read it to y'all because the video has everybody's name blacked out. So let me put the video on and then I'll tell y'all what you're looking at. Okay. So we're going to look at this video. Now, this receipt we're looking at now, this is everybody, not everybody, this is just the beginning of the people who were who were in this group, okay? These were people who were interested in purchasing land from Shakina, okay? So we get down to 5 and 6. They say she says 5 and 6 are reserved for a buyer. All allocated plots have been started or completed payments, okay? So all the people, 5 and 6 are the only people who have reserved buyers, okay? All the allocated plots have started or have completed payments. So all the plots that she has sounds like people have bought them. So then somebody comes on and says, "Are you sure about the names in 4 and 3?" And then she says, then this person says, 5 and 6 are reserved for a buyer. And so they're starting to question the validity of these plots because what they were told and what she's saying is not matching up. So that's the first thing. This is the second, not the first, y'all. This is probably the second thing that the people are starting to notice. Okay. So this is one I'm gonna read to y'all. I'm gonna stop this video and I want y'all to see. Because now people are asking her, now right here. Remember yesterday? Remember yesterday when James was showing the cut up with the little baby blocks? This is actually how Sakina's land was cut up, just like how he said. Okay? You see the little blocks? So you would get one, and some people would get two or three or four or five. Okay? And that's what they're saying, that these land that she has reserved and has names on them, they're saying, oh, that's wrong. That's not right. So that's when there's, along with her taking a long time to do anything, and along with her not giving Karen her receipt, her Karen and Levi their receipt, they're thinking something's, you're not even giving us the right names. You got the wrong names on these plots. So it is something sounding shaky here. All right. So let me show y'all this. So then she comes up with another explanation for them. She's explaining to them about what's going on with some commissioner. Okay. So let's look at this. She says to everybody, greetings, everybody. Everyone. Wait. She says, greetings, everyone. This is in September. We're still assuming this is 2000 to 2021 because there's no dates. It says, I mean, it's no year. Greetings, everyone. It's been a little silent, but excuse me. I've been a little silent, but working with the commissioner who has been more thorough with the investigation, and we should have a solution very soon. The plan is that we will move to the beachside plot that I had already cleared and demarcated. So, see, they're having problems with this other piece of land, okay? And she's saying that so they're supposed to be moving from this other piece of land to this where she's saying that she's already have this demarcated. We don't have to go through getting the land demarcated or anything. We can just move over here. So she says, I have also been told that a new shipping port will be built 10 minutes down the road from the new location, which means the value of the plots will go up. So then she tells people that you need to hurry up and get these plots because the price of the plots are going to go up and they're going to be worth more money. So if you're thinking about quitting or asking for a refund, she's telling them I wouldn't do that because this is going to be worth money. All right, so let's stop this one and let's go back to this one. Let me see what y'all saying now. But I'm trying to figure out how she thought she could live in a tiny Gambia. I don't know, because I didn't think she was doing this, but honey, she was doing it. I'm kind of disappointed. She sounded so perfect. I'm very disappointed. I'm just shocked. This was at the yes, yes, it was at the same time when was going on, right? So people couldn't really travel. So people were giving the money and sending the money and signing the power attorneys, but it don't look like they was getting nothing. And this is not just one person. Y'all seen all them people on that list who has sent money? That was 9 people, 10 people. I think she said in one of the video, in one of the receipts, it was 12 people. I think I'm understanding more now. Maybe Shakina was playing fast and look. I don't know what she was doing with this money. I don't know what she was doing. Um, many. Okay, so y'all talking about rain again. So is this? I must be caught up. Yes, I am. I'm just okay. So now let me put it here to know I stopped here. Wait a minute. Yes, the unprofessional. That's unprofessional, and I would want answers as well if I'm purchasing something from anyone's exactly. And that's what I couldn't understand. I could not understand how could the money be gone, but no receipts be there. That doesn't make sense. No documents be there. So if there's no documents there, all the money should still be there. But there was no money there, according to these investors. All right, so let me put this back on, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm sorry to tell y'all this, but this is it. She really did owe these people money, according to what I'm seeing, and according to what these people are showing me. They are She owed these people money. Okay, we looked at this one. Okay, so this is, let me stop this video. And I want to show y'all something else. Now, this one, people are questioning. Okay, now right here, oh, the video on the screen, I want y'all to notice this. All these right here, these were people who asked to be removed from the group. These were people who knew something was up and they were like, no, I want to get out of this group and I want my money back. So all these people, well, I can't say all the people wanted their money back because some of them did not go all the way with the investing. Some of them did and some of them didn't. Okay. But all those people I saw you were people who had left the group because of this and other reasons. This is probably not the only reason. So let me show you this one. Let's read it. And I'm reading you Shakina's words. Okay, so this is what she said. As you can see, the sale has been completed. She's saying this to Karen and Levi. As you can see, the sale has been completed and the deed of the assignment, they have been notified, has they have been notified, has been prepared and signed. They own the land, but the lease must go to the ministry for consent. So this sounds like people are questioning whether the sellers actually own this land. Okay? Because she's saying they own the land, but the lease must go through the ministry for consent. Now, if they didn't own the land, if it was not questions about who owned the land, that question wouldn't be there. That statement would not be there. In fact, they all still have a final payment on the estate for the district CFO who decided at the last minute that they wanted payment. So I'm not sure here who owns the final payment. Because, see, here we go with the they. See, I told y'all this they stuff. Okay. So I don't know who these they are, but in fact, they all still have a final payment on that estate. So is she saying the owners? Are they the sellers? They still owe some money. The lawyers are not aware. The lawyers were not aware of this until they submitted the papers. They were the last to pay, and I think they're talking. I don't know. She's talking about Levi and them. I don't know who she's talking about, but she's talking about somebody still owes something. Or she's trying. I don't know if she's explaining to them about these people, Levi and Karen, or if she's explaining about somebody else. But she's basically saying these people didn't pay all the money and they still owe some money on the land. And, there was some problems. So let's go back to this. And then we're going to go back to another one. All right. Let me go get another one. All right. So these are the issues that she is having with her people, with these people right now. All right. These people are feeling like something is up and they want their money or they want some answers, one of the two. Okay. So we already looked at that one. That was about the plots. The numbering had changed. Okay. Now here's another one where she's giving them a delay. Oh, we read that one. This was about the rain. We looked at the one about the people who want their money back. We looked at that one. Okay. Uh, Now here she is again. telling them, let me show you this one. See, she always came back with them whenever they started getting antsy, whenever they started putting pressure on, whenever they started, having questions. She would always come back with them with a response. She always did. All right, so here's another one. She says, "Greetings. We are planning to fully demarcate the estate on Monday. Now that the storm is over and repairs are ongoing, providing it does not rain starting early Monday." So again, she's promising them, we're going to demarcate this land. We're going to go here and we're going to get everything together. This was July 2021. Now remember, we started way back in January. Wasn't that January? When we started in 2000, when she started the group, remember? So we're still in, now we're up to 2021, July. These people still don't have anything. They don't have anything. They don't have any land. They don't have any paperwork. They don't have anything. All right? So let's go and see where else we're going to lead to now. So now, let me put this back up here. Okay, 1 second. So I'm going to go back here and share this again. And then we're going to finish looking at this. Because she's up, to me, it just sounds like she's spinning these people in circles. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that. But that's all I got when I'm reading this is that, oh, this is a spin move. This is a spin move. She's just spinning these people. Okay, we read that one. Now, we read that one. Okay. I'm just making sure that we go through all these receipts because I'm not like Sisters International. I'm not going to come on here and tell you what I think and feel. Now, I showed you the ones about all. Okay, so we went through all of those. All right. So what is this one? Okay, um, this is the one she wrote to Karen and Levi. Now, we read that yesterday, but I'm going to go back over that real quick for the people who weren't here last night. Okay. So Karen and Levi was the people who initially, started the whole thing of I want my money back. That was Karen and Levi. Okay. So let me go present this. Now I want to show you. This is what she wrote to Karen and Levi. She told them the land purchase monies can be refunded, but the lawyer fees are non-refundable. And you have already prepared. They've already prepared deeds. They've already done the sketch plans. So basically, she's telling them that they're not going to get all their money back because they had to spend some of the money on things that are basically non-refundable. Okay, so these people, Karen and Levi, basically they've got nothing. They've gotten, and they remember these people have given up $17,000. I don't know how much these other people have given up. We know it's at least 3,000, or close to 3,000. We know that, or a little over 3,000. We know that, but we don't know if they bought that because a lot of these people bought multiple plots. Okay, they bought multiple plots, and you have to pay this money up front. So we don't know. We really don't know how many people or how much money was involved here. And when I asked the person who emailed me, when I asked them how much, they didn't even know. They said because there were so many different groups. There was more than one group, remember? There were several different groups. So the more the groups, the more the money, and we can't keep track of all those groups. All right. So let's look and see. I want to make sure we got all the receipts. Dear all. Okay. This is what I want to show you about what she responded to the unapologetic Negro pen. Remember the video he made about the houses, okay? Here is her response to that. Because I told you we're going to say Shakina's going to respond. And these are her responses. All right. So Shakina says, she says, greetings. I am sending this message to inform you that the videos on YouTube by the unapologetic Negro Pen, y'all know I can't see that, by the unapologetic Negro Pen is totally false and without merit. My barrister is lodging a case in the High Court in the Gambia for defamation, slander, cyberbullying, and libel. The Canadian couple, and it is only one couple that the Canadian couple, and it is only one couple that is causing trouble. Actually, causing trouble. Actually brought the land in Bantu, and the sellers have already thorough a deed of assignment transferred their lease. I'm reading what's on here. Transferred their lease with the lawyers are dealing with. So she's saying that the couple, which the Canadian couple, which is the couple James was telling you about, she's telling you right here, he did not get this information from Blacksit. He got this information from the Canadian couple. She's telling you that the Canadian couples are the one that's going around complaining. They're the only ones complaining, but they can't possibly, people, be the only ones complaining because I got an email from somebody else who's complaining. The funds were sent directly to the lawyer's bank. So she said the funds were sent directly to the lawyer's bank and not to her. And they purchased 8 plots. She said all she did was sign on their behalf and pay the seller once the transfer had been signed. Now, she said she paid the seller. Now, people, if I'm going to pay you, Shakina was a highly educated woman just like I am. Now, if I'm going to give you some money, you're the seller, you're going to give me some type of receipt. You're going to give me something for these people's money. I'm not going to give you these people money and let you walk away from me and not give me something for these people's money. They got nothing. They got nothing. Nothing. She's saying they still waiting the seller to transfer for him to sign the paper. The house in the second video, I told y'all yesterday, she said that was not her house. That was the house of her friend that she had bought for the friend, but the house was bought in her name. When a black woman dies, someone is taking up the business. This man is a problem. Single women won't be moving to Gambia right now. Uh, Not going. Okay. Let's see. Trying to get anything done in the third world is not. No, you can't put it on a timeline. That's true. And that's what I kept thinking. That's what I kept thinking. But tell me something. But how do you give them money? Shouldn't she have some type of receipt? You give them. Where's the proof that you even gave them the money? Even though all the other stuff is taking a long time, and it could have been taking a really long time because of COVID. But when I give you the money, shouldn't they give? Shouldn't they have given her something back, y'all? Right? Red flags was everywhere, everywhere. Especially when she kept giving me all them excuses. I know me. You ain't gonna keep giving me excuses. You gonna give me answers. You're not gonna keep giving me excuses. Is this still on her website? Yes, her website is still up. The receipts don't lie. Praise. I told y'all. I told y'all. I'm not Sisters International. So when they say I'm lying, honey, you saying the receipts is lying then, because I didn't say it. They love selling land in Sonya. Oh my God. But you couldn't even. I don't even know if the land got sold because there's no receipts, Mr. Foreman. And it's so good to see you, Mr. Foreman. I haven't seen you in a long time. But third world places, he's right. They move very, very slow. Very, very slow. But what about the receipt for the land? that I gave you some money. What about that? Shouldn't they have got something to say that they gave money? That she gave them their money? They didn't get nothing. And to this day, they still haven't gotten anything. Um, she was using it to build her house, allegedly. That's what James said. James said both of them houses was her houses. Sounds like the same game Teo, who? And her band was playing with the investors in Nigeria and Ghana. She disappeared and stopped using her name, but she's still scamming. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's unprofessional. I would want answers as well. Yes. Okay. So that's where we stop. So yes, something was wrong. Something was seriously wrong. There's no way this should have been going down like this. There's no way these people should have to keep asking and keep getting nothing. And I know it takes a long time. I know it takes a long time to get documents and get things done in a third world country. But for their money to be gone and they have nothing, these people told me their money is gone. Their money is no longer in that bank account and they don't have no papers. So that doesn't make sense to me. How could their money be gone? Now I put these up here slow so y'all can kind of read these too. Let me do it again. Okay, so let me go back over here and get another one. As I told y'all, I was gonna read y'all the receipts. I was gonna show y'all. So and she said it was the Canadian couple that was the only couple, but that is not true. Of the building asked me to. Okay, so this is the same one. Use the where. Okay, remember I told y'all about the 2000 Delasi increase. We know about that. I showed y'all the plots of land, how she divided them up exactly the way James said she did. Uh, Let me see what this one says. This is the same thing. It's been 9 months and still no money and still no land. Now I thought 9 months was not enough time too. I did agree with that. Okay, now this one, did I read y'all this one where she's saying she's pressing the, this is what I don't like, the pressing the people for the money. I don't like that because I don't like to be pressed for money. So let me read y'all this one. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Okay, now look at this one. She says, "I hope all are safe and well. Can I suggest that at that as I have not pressed for payment, that we could still prepare the power of attorneys so that when this thing is finished, we are ready to proceed." So she's telling people she hasn't pressed you for all the money, but she is pressing you now for the power of attorney because if she has the power of attorney, soon as I'm supposing that she's talking about the crisis, the COVID crisis, soon as it's over, she can start proceeding with getting things done. Okay, but still, you got to have money. But see, whatever money's there, she can proceed because she'll have the power of attorney. The courts are closed, but the justices are still approving power of attorneys. I don't like this push for this power of attorney. And I understand that she needs it to make land purchases. But let me see the land first. Let me see where you're going to buy for me before I sign the power of attorney, before I send all the money, before I do any of this. Let me see. They saw the little sketch, but I don't recall them saying or showing me where they actually saw. It was you sent everything up front. Power of attorney is a serious thing. Like I told y'all, I was my mother's power of attorney. I could do anything, anything. I could get loans in her name. I could write. I didn't do none of this though, but I could write. I could write checks in her name. I could take all the money in her bank out. I was basically her. So I'm leery about somebody keep telling me, "Give me power of attorney. Give me power of attorney. Hurry and give me power." No, don't hurry and get nobody power of attorney. Who still approving power of attorney? So we can continue. Those that have already completed that process, thank you. So see, there's some that's leery like me. And I did not pay $200 for a power of attorney. I think I might have paid $10 at the license bureau. But this is this is $190. All others, please WhatsApp me your passport photo page to me. Listen to that. With your transfer fees so I can get your power of attorney signed. This was in 2020. If y'all don't see something wrong with that, then something's wrong. Something's wrong. I don't know how people was falling for this. Who are we don't know, Miss Pat. All I keep getting is sellers and land, sellers and they. There's no names in here. Never was I. And I asked the person who was writing me, who's a member of the group, who's an investor, what's the name of the landowners? He said they never knew. The owners use the SPACs as fronts people and let them take the fake. Okay, listen, y'all. So Miss Pat said the owners use the expats as front people and let them take the fall for the wrongdoings. And that's what Shakina said happened. She said these owners was the ones playing games. They were the ones stalling all of this and slowing everything down. But the investors said they didn't care. They gave their money to her, not them. So you're right. That's exactly what she said was happening. If you sent dollars from the US to Shakina, then they would have a receipt for that transaction. Yes, they would. So how come she don't have no receipts? That she gave these sellers their money. Where's the money? Where's the receipt? You met her. She's yes, I did. Yes, I did meet her. And if someone would have told me while I was sitting there talking to her that this stuff was true, I would have said, "You're lying. This is the nicest, sweetest, most honest lady. She's helping people in our community. She is not lying to people. She is not misleading people. She is not taking people money, just like I did." And come to find out, no, no, no. Once the data came in, if she didn't take people's money, I'm sorry. It certainly looks like to me she did. Especially this Canada couple, because they got nothing, nothing, nothing for their money. Absolutely nothing. 20 plots of land have to all be complete before the deeds are sent out. Okay, so Mr. Foreman, what you mean completed? Okay, so they bought 20 plots of land as a group. When you say it's got to be completed, what do you mean? Is it that demarcation stuff? And what do you mean? Do you mean it takes a long time like this? And do you mean that they should not expect it to have a receipt? Because this is what we're stuck over. How come they did not have a receipt? Okay, all the other stuff we can understand that's taking a long time. But the couple was stuck at the point that I don't even have a receipt. We don't even have a receipt showing that we bought this land, that you bought this land for us. How do we know you just didn't keep our money? So if people are old, they are probably seed. if Shakina had an estate that they can get. I don't know. They should try that. It's too much scamming in the Gambia. It's way too much. It's just way too much. All right, so let me go back down here. Make sure we got all this. Okay, let's see what Mr. Foreman says. Mr. Foreman says the owners have to be paid. Okay, so Mr. Foreman, once the owners are paid, do they give you a receipt for your payment? This is my problem. Okay, I can deal. Trust me. I can vibe with it's taking a long time for the paperwork. I trust me. I told you I worked at the Kumba Urban Council. I know the timeline in Africa is different from the timeline in the United States. But when somebody pays you, even in Africa, they give you a receipt for your payment. How come she didn't have a receipt for this payment? That's my question. Why didn't she have a receipt for the payments? And it wasn't just the one couple, it was a lot of people. It was up to 12 people. They don't know where the money is. They don't know where their money is. The people are very manipulative, in my opinion. They have the gift of gab using it. Yes, they do. But the people don't know where the money is. They don't know where the land is. They don't know where nothing is. So they don't know. Nobody knows. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got to be honest. I can't be no other way but honest. Who are the actual? Okay, okay. So we stopped. We got that one. So let's go see if this one. It sounds like buying from someone in the ghetto and not a reputable attorney. Yes. It all we're asking for is proof of purchase. That's just common business. Proof of purchase. When I went to the Gambia and I pay for these places where I'm going to stay, when we pay for the one before I get there, when he goes there and pays before I get there, guess what they give him? They write him out a receipt. So I don't understand why, when you make this big, huge purchase for land, I don't understand why they didn't get a receipt. I'm confused. The owners have to be paid. Okay. Kiki, people pulling out of the deal keeps the final payment from being made. I don't understand. I'm talking about the receipt for the money. If I give you 5,000 as a payment, you're gonna give me a receipt, right? Saying here's my 5,000 that you paid me, right? Then I give you 5,000 more. You're gonna give me a receipt for my payment. We're not talking about the final payment or the final paperwork. We're not talking about any of that. We just want to know about why didn't any of these people have receipts for this land that she supposedly purchased. Even if they weren't finished, the initial purchase should have had some type of receipt. That's the part that my mind is boggled over. If someone gives a receipt without a date, that is exactly. We want a receipt with a date. The Canadian couple accusing Shakina have not proven that they paid Shakina money. No, they haven't. But she didn't say. But if they hadn't paid her money, she would have said that. Remember, she told them what they were entitled to in their refund, and she did say that they were entitled to an overpayment. And she said one of their checks have not even been cashed. So the proof was when Shakina acknowledged that she did that they could get their money back. So that's how we know that they did pay her. Because she would have just said, y'all didn't pay me nothing. What are y'all talking about? Okay. So Stop the deal. And it all starts over. So a good faith payment, that don't mean you get a receipt. So for a good faith payment, so to me, a good faith payment is like a deposit. Even when you make a deposit here, and I'm sure in the UK, even in Gambia, you make a deposit, you're going to get a receipt. So on land, when you buy land and you make a good faith payment, which means I have good intentions on buying this land, you don't get no receipt for your money because that's what these people are asking for, proof of purchase. The couple should have proof of. They do. They do. They have the money ground transfers. They do. They have proof that they transferred this money. They do. Yes, they should have a receipt. Is that what you're saying? Yes, they should have a receipt because they don't have one. And that's when they decided they were backing out because she couldn't even give them a receipt that she had paid for the land. She was working with RJ when he had problems. No. No. RJ No, RJ's problem started. It was kind of the same thing though. With these two sisters had been with him for a long, long time, and they said that he did not do what he said he was going to do with the money either. But she wasn't with RJ like that. Yes, this is just. Well, I hope I'm clearing it up for y'all. I hope it's not fuzzy like that. I'm trying to clear it up so y'all can understand it. All right, so let me get back to these receipts, and so we can hurry up and get off of here because it's Sunday. Next to Monday. And this was crazy. This was some insane stuff. This right here didn't even make no kind of sense. This was just crazy. And I think we might know where's the other ones. All right. Okay. Okay. So this is from one of the investors. Wait, let me go down here. One of the investors said, I'm just going through the chat and I understand these issues have been going on since 2021. Were the issues in the estate 1 and 2 ever resolved? So let me show y'all this. Because remember, this group is estate 3. So there's estates 1 and there's estates 2. And they're having the same money problems as these other estates are. Okay, that's what he's asking. Are they having the same problems getting receipts? Are they having the same problems getting anything done? Are they having the same problems? And she says, this person says, I'm just going through the chat. And I understand these issues have been ongoing since 2021. Were the issues in the estates 1 and 2 ever resolved? So all 3 of her estates having issues. Okay. This is her response when this person, I guess her name is Celeste, asked her what about these issues in estates 1 and 2 and have they ever been resolved. Her response is, can I come back? Can I come back you and answer your questions? Can I come back you and answer your questions? So basically she was saying, can I get back to you and answer your question? Okay? And Celeste says, yes, no problem. Now, this other person says, let me put this one back up here. Because they're still asking her questions because it's not making sense to them. All right? And they want to know what's up. Y'all, we got to hurry up and get off of here. It's almost 6 o'clock. Uh, so this person says, hi, thanks for the update. I have a few questions. Has there been clearance for the physical planning? So they still haven't had clearance for the physical planning, and it's been have more than 9 months. This person doesn't know the plot sizes. Have the plots been demarcated? How many plots are on the land? Where exactly is the land? Can you pin the location on the Google Maps? They don't even know. Can a visit be arranged to see the land? And can a video recording be sent? None of this was sent to these people, y'all. None of this. What are the plot sizes valued at? What will the refund amount be? This is sad. And if this is how you buy land in Gambia, I suggest you people don't be buying land in Gambia. Okay? If this is what you got to, but I told y'all don't be buying land in the first place. I told y'all don't do that. I told you do not buy this ancestral land. This land does not belong to you. It belongs to their ancestors. It is not our land. We have no right to this land. We have no right to go to their country and just think we can take over their land like that. This is for their grandkids, not us. But y'all think because y'all got money, oh, you can go over there and you can manipulate situations. You can manipulate the nouns, people, places, and things. And then you don't think you're going to have to pay for this manipulation tactics that you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Because this is nothing but greed. We're going to buy up all the land. So can't nobody else get it? So we went through that. So let me go down here. I think we got one more set. And then we getting off of here. Uh, so this is what she's saying. Can I ask you to text? Okay. This is when people want to get out. At this point, people are ready to leave this group because they feel like you are not being on the up and up with us and we are ready to go. So people are ready to go. And this is what she's saying to them. She's saying, can I ask you to text me either on the group text or individually your choice of text? She wants you to text an L if you are keeping your land or an R if you want a refund. And she's going to make um, a new list to present to all the parties. So this new list is going to have the people who kept the land and people who wanted a refund. And the monies will be paid January when the loan is paid. Okay. She said she wants to know this so they can settle everything in January when the loan is paid. I don't know what loan they're talking about. Okay. Those that maintain that those that maintain to continue with the land and building of the original plan or building an estate in honor of their ancestor, we will continue. See, with the ancestor stuff, that's another red flag. When they start talking to you about your ancestors, you better run. Because what does your ancestors have to do with this business deal? Not a daggone thing. What does your emotions have to do with it? It's an emotional buy. I want you to make this move on your emotions. Emotional purchase. Estate in honor of your ancestors. We will continue with that in the relocated site in Katama, which is on the beach side of the road. So they've had so much trouble with this other site that they're now moving across the way to someplace called Katama. And these people are still believing this. Those that want refunds, be aware. See, be aware. I'm going to put some fear into you now. Be aware that if you request an international, the amount will be less. But if you have a Gambian bank account, there will be no currency exchange rate in the refund. So you're going to get less money back because, Lord, They're giving you delacies when you gave them dollars or euros, okay, for the exchange rate of the refund. She said, I look forward to receiving your decision ASAP, so that I can continue to compile the list. Best regards. There were so many red flags on this. So many. People, we got to quit being desperate. She was the middle person. When the owner does not like something, they will pull back. When the buyers do not like something, they will pull back. Thus, extra time is added on and really slows the process. But if she was the middle person, she should have got out the middle. Yep, red flags run because she should have ran. Yes, you warned about buying land there. Others have suggested not to buy land in West Africa too. It's not the same. It's not. It's not your land. It's somebody's land. It's going to always be somebody's land. It's ancestral land. Wasn't RJ doing the audit on Quasi's company? Shakina did the audit. RJ was just trying to squash the beef. Um, how are you sure the Canadian couple aren't lying? Because Shakina would have said they were lying. I read her response to them. So that's how I know they ain't lying because she would have said, y'all lying. Y'all didn't give me that money. She didn't say none of that. She just told them what they were going to get back and what they were not going to get back. If they were lying, she would have said that. What if their money for the land has since been refunded? Yes, but I don't know that. And they're failing to admit it. See, that's the thing. I don't know. I asked the people in the group that I knew. They said they didn't know if anybody, they didn't know if she had got her money back. We can't assume the couple are honest and that Shakina is scamming. Well, if it was just the one couple, I did take that position. But this isn't one couple. This is a whole group of people. This is a whole group of people. A whole group of people. The one first couple, I took the same position as you. But now I can't deny this whole group of people. No, no way. No way. So let's look at this. So they're having to ask her for updates because she's not talking to them. Just like Apologetic Negro P and said, UN said she had quit talking to them. I don't know if she quit talking to them, but oh, let me take this off. Y'all can't see. I don't know if she quit talking to them, but they could not get information from her. They could not reach her. So this is a comment when they could reach her. So this person is saying, thanks for the update. But there are 12 people. Now listen, it's not just one, it's not the couple anymore. Thanks for the update. But there are 12 people in this group with land or money missing. Let me read that again. Thanks for the update. But there are 12 people in this group with land or money missing. And there may be plenty more groups the same. Is there any paperwork or documents you can send to the group to prove that what you're saying is happening? And is there a time frame? As it has been a long time now. When I go to our countries and see all the businesses are run by Indians and Chinese, I understand why. Nothing is straightforward. There is always some sort of runaround. Why can't we just do things properly and be more upfront and honest? Okay, let me stop this one. Okay, so I got to take that one off because there is some information on here. So I'm going to read y'all this one. So then this person says, Leroy, you got in before me. I had a chance to respond. Leroy, you got in before I had a chance to respond. But I totally agree with everything you are saying. It's been a long time, and we need some kind of proof. As the saying goes, talk is cheap. Now, this is not just this couple. This is 12 people. 12 people who have missing land and missing money and getting no answers. Getting no answers. So y'all tell me what's going on here. As my late old Jamaican father said to say, trust no one. Shakina Shindu appears to have been a seasoned scammer. Mm-hmm. First, she said that she was attorney, which was a lie. Thanks, Kiki. You have made this situation a lot clearer for me. At first, I thought she had got cheated by the landowner. Mm-mm. I'm questioning even if it is a landowner. Oh, you're welcome. I'm questioning, and y'all know this is not where I had even planned to go. I was coming on here to fight for Shakina like nobody's business. But I'm not a liar. And I told y'all I'm gonna always tell y'all the truth. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And this was the ugly and the bad. The ugly and the bad. But this is the truth. We're reading it for ourselves. Ain't nobody making none of this up. None of this. We're reading all of this. And this is horrible. That these people lost this type of money. This type of money. This type of money. This type of money. Now this person says, let me show y'all. These are them. All the group is now coming together to say something to her. Basically pleading with her to please tell us what's going on with our money. No, this is not a lie, y'all. I told y'all UN was not lying. I could tell. The information was too detailed. Now this person says, Shakina, I would be grateful if you could please clarify what the process will be for getting a refund and how long this will take. Now, this is sad that this is what these people have to do beg and plead. Leroy, so this person is just saying they're unprofessional and everything else. This is not just one person. This is not just one person. This is not, they don't know they don't know the plot sizes. They don't know anything about the land. All right, now look at this. See, they're going at it in this group. So what is Sisters International talking about? Oh, we're friends and we hook up. No, they don't. They're not friends. These people want to know where they money because it's lies. So when you say shortly, you have no real idea of any time frame. These people are basically saying, we know this woman is a liar. We know this woman is a scammer. This is so sad. So when you say shortly, you have no idea of any time frame. It should be a matter of weeks. Shakina says it should be a matter of weeks. Once the physical planning do their clearance of the wait, let me read this right. It should be a matter of weeks. Once the physical planning do their clearance of the bank request. So these people don't believe her. They don't believe her because she's told them so. She spent them around in circles so many times. Look at this one. This is so sad. This is so sad. And I'm so sorry this happened to Shakina. But this makes this questions, did that little boy do this? Did he really do this? Yes, that's fine, Shakina. But we are dealing directly with you. And to pass the blame when you had not when we had not heard of you for nearly a year, they're trying to say from people. She telling them it's the courts. She telling them it's everybody else. She telling them it's the sellers. She telling them everything. This person says, yeah, that's fine, Shakina. But we are dealing with you. And to pass the blame when we had not heard from you for nearly a year. So they ain't heard nothing from her for nearly a year. We need more transparency. We need updates. We can only get these from you. Oh my God, y'all. How do you not communicate with these people for nearly a year? And you got their money. You got their money. This is not a lie. I'm sorry. This ain't no lie. These are heartfelt. These are people pouring their heart out. I understand, but I was not the seller. I understand, but I was not the seller, but decided to do the admin because I wanted it done properly, which I did. The sale agreement, paying the money with receipts, and all the other things I did. All he had to do was pay the landowner and complete his documents. So I don't know who he is, but she trying to say he did not do what he was supposed to do. I guess she gave he the money and he did not pay the landowner. Okay. And then this person says, are all the other groups in the same situation? Are all the other groups in this same situation? And she says yes. Now she comes back with them. This is December the 12th. Now I'm assuming this might be 2020 23. That's what I'm thinking. This is new because they don't have the year, they just have the date. All right, so let's look at this one. This is really sad, but this is what happened. We hearing it from them. So she's saying, greetings all. The seller has asked me to meet with me on Saturday at 5 p.m. to discuss the loan and the way forward. Regards. What does that mean, though? What does that mean, the loan? Thanks for the update. Let's see what happens. And then on the 16th, we see, greetings, everyone. Looks as though this unfortunate saga is coming to an end. I had a meeting today with the seller. The seller don't have a name. The seller and his friend who will be fronting the loan and paying for the relocated land, as he does not want his friends to go to prison or be in trouble with the police. So I guess she's saying that the friend has taken their money, and now the seller and his friend are going to get a loan to give these people back their money to buy this land with, because he doesn't want the person who she was originally working with to get in trouble or go to prison. So he's going to go get the land. Isn't that nice? Get the loan. The loan has been applied for and approved and should be paid out towards the end of January. Wow. I'm just speechless because, like you said, I didn't know this lady was like this. I didn't know that. I didn't even pick that up. And some lady was on here saying that she had a bad vibe about Shakina. And I got in an argument with that lady. Okay. So this is them again. So genuine, if you on here, honey, I apologize to you because you was right. You was all right. I was all wrong. Wow, my mind is just blown, y'all. Here's some more. Shakina, and you see who's saying this. I spoke with the man today, and they're expecting to loan the bank loan to be paid later this week or early next week. Now y'all know that's a lie because y'all know daggone well when you get the loan, you know the date that you're gonna get the loan. You know the date you're gonna get the loan. So why is she saying you can expect the loan to be paid later this week or early next week? Africa banks don't work like that. They just have one last signature to sign. So see, that's letting you know there's mess. Okay, that's great. So they've been trying to get this loan, looks like, since November. Because look, this is November. So now they're saying, any news again? Oh, hi, Leroy. I'm currently in the UK. She's currently in the UK. My daughter gave birth 6 days ago. So I haven't had a chance to follow up as of yet. She hasn't had a chance to follow up because she's been in the UK 6 days because her daughter had a baby. So she left these people hanging while she was in the UK. So this person says, oh, congratulations. And if you could update us as soon as possible, that would be great. See how nice these people are? These people aren't cussing her out. These people aren't trying to bully her. These people are being so nice. That's why I'm so hurt for these people. I'm so hurt for these people right now. I'm so hurt for these people right now. Okay. This is more people asking for updates. So see, this is what I'm telling y'all. This is not what Kiki said. I'm showing y'all. This is a whole conversation. She's saying all this. Somebody asking for updates again. Hi, Shakina. I just returned today. Oh, great. So Shakina's saying hi. She just returned today. This person is saying, oh, great. So we should get some news this week. And this person is saying, afternoon, Shakina. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all got to stop this one. Y'all can see stuff. Afternoon, Shakina. When can we go and see the new plot you have moved us to? So they haven't, Mr. T said they ain't even seen the new plot that this woman have moved them to. How do you move these people? Take their money, say some I guess somebody's supposed to have took the money. Now you saying the seller don't want his friend to go to jail. So him and this other friend is getting a loan. They getting a loan to pay everybody back and to buy some new land. But guess what? We ain't never even seen the daggone land. Congratulations, Shakina. M says, on your grandchild. But let's get down to business. What happened about the land? It's been a long time. Can you please give us an update ASAP? Then nothing. And then nothing. They've been asking for updates since October. Since October, they have been asking for updates. So it seemed like they were supposed to get updates in October, and they were supposed to, but they didn't get them. So for some reason, the updates that were supposed to come, because here she's saying, so if there was no money missing and if everything was on the up and up, she would not be saying this about getting the loan and people going to jail. By the end of October, you see it says Shakina, the refund should be available as the bank loan should be ready by then. Now, y'all know it was not ready because we just read comments from December, where they're still promising they're supposed to get this money. I just texted Mustafa, who is the landowner, and he is borrowing enough to refund us. I mean, to refund, he is borrowing enough to refund as well as buy the relocation land. So we finally got a name. Mustafa is the landowner. And Mustafa is borrowing not only enough, because there's no money to refund you, because I guess somebody ran off with the money. And she's saying now Mustafa, he's so nice that Mustafa's going to get enough loan money in his name, and he didn't have nothing to do with it, so they can buy the relocation land and so they can get refunds. So hold on, I got to stop it. And that person says, oh, okay. So then we get down here, and this person named I Am Phenomenal says, by the hi, is there an option for a refund? So he wants a refund. And she says, yes, there is. Okay, so they're talking about they want a refund. So people ain't caring about this new land thing, okay? People aren't caring about that. So she said the plan is that we will move. Okay, let me tell y'all about the plan. Okay, wow. So I guess somebody stole the money. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like somebody stole their money and I guess stole their land because some people were supposed to have land. So she's telling them now. Uh, the plan is that we will move to the beachside plot that I had already cleared. I think I read this one. And I have been told that a new shipping port will be built 10 minutes down the road. Yeah, we read this, y'all. I have some I have some on the refund list, but please reconsider holding on to your property because it's going to be worth so much more money. Yeah, we read that one. So let me see if we did these. Uh, Site Katana. We read that one. We read that one. Okay. I think we got them all. List. Okay. So this, she's just telling people on the refund list to please reconsider. Okay, let me see what this one is. Uh, so she's saying here. Let me put this one up here. Uh, so we saw this one. This is the one she's saying about she wanted it done right. So it's going to take a little longer because she, but I still don't know why they can't get no receipts. This is the one where she created the WhatsApp group. All right, y'all. I think that was all of them. I think that was all of them. I think that was it. Um, People are being encouraged to buy land right now. Well, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. They're gonna have all kind of problems doing that. So was it okay? The boy suspected of unaliving Shakina is most likely innocent. It seems like Shakina was up. Yes, I don't think he did it. I don't. was obviously involved with some yes, individuals in the what? The West African mafia, but she knew it. She knew that. See, that's why you got to be careful with who you mess with over there. You got to be careful. These people was, I don't know who these people were. I don't know who these people were she was dealing with. I don't know who they were, but whoever it was took all the money. And how could they take all the land? The land and money was gone. She played with her life for manipulation. She didn't think it was going. I don't know who she was dealing with. I don't know, but these people were supposed to pay these people back. There was a message that I got. They were supposed to pay these people back. This money never came. This money was supposed to let the latest date this money was supposed to come back was in February. The money did not get dismissed in February. The money has never came. These people have never, ever, ever gotten their money back, y'all. Never. Okay? All these they've been promising since 2020, October of 2023, that they were going to get this money for these people, but they didn't. They were telling these people all this time they were going to get them this money, but they never got it. Making all these promises. These people have still been waiting, and to this day, they have not gotten their money back. I'm about to read y'all what I got. I believe that was everything, y'all. So I want to make sure I want to read this, what this person wrote me. Because I asked them, what do they think happened? What do you think happened to Shakina? And they said, we have no idea what happened to the land, and the other details were very vague. We were at one stage told that we were going to get the money back, and she had some land available near the sea. We just talked about that. It was very hard to get information from her, and she could easily go 7 months without no contact to the group at all. She said she was in court to get the money back again. That was vague. I have heard people since say she was spinning the land and buying it cheap, sitting on it, and selling it back when the price increased. I am not sure what happened, but the groups were getting restless. I and a few from the group were asking for the return of the full monies. Then literally a week late, we heard that she was deceased. So they were supposed to get their money. They were asking for their money, and they said a week later they heard she was deceased. I am not sure what happened, but my suspicions were aroused. My suspicions were aroused a while ago when she informed us about a video about her ripping people off. That sort of confirmed that something was not right. And then he says, thanks, Kiki. It's a shame someone had to lose their life also in such a tragic way. Now, even though these people have pretty much lost everything, they lost their money, they lost their land, they're still had nothing bad. They still feel sorry for what happened to Shakina. Land change. This is okay. We're gonna do our comments and then we're done. Land change without telling investors and everything. Yeah, the land change. Didn't even tell them. Now, how you do that? How you change land? There never was any land. It was always about the money. That's what I think. I don't think it was ever any land. I don't. I don't think it was ever any land. I don't think it was no Mustafas. I don't think it was no big bosses. I don't think none of that. I think that I just can play this game because you're not in the Gambia. You don't know what I'm doing. I don't think she's a scammer. A true scammer would not maintain a physical office until she met them to her ultimate demise. A real scammer would close their office and vanish. But her What's Up group says otherwise. Yep, her What's Up group it implies otherwise. We're not saying we're just saying from what we think, from what we think, from what we just read. Mm-mm, no, it doesn't sound like she was an up and up business person, in my humble opinion. Right, you changed the land. They hadn't even seen the land. It's their money. They don't know nothing about the land. And then this mysterious Mustafa. I think there's a scammy class. This is just sad all the way around, y'all. These so-called land dealers and willers on social media are only desperate for your money, dollars and pounds and sterling, but not out to help rescue anyone. Juliet of Blacksett, Shakina, etc. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My scammer said I was nice as really still didn't give me my money back. Wow. Mm. So that's who they look for. Janet, this is just like scammers here in the U.S., if not worse. I feel for these people because it was so wrong what was done to them. I feel for them too. Yep, my heart hurts for them. Now they're not getting nothing. I won't like to. I don't. I won't like to accuse the deceased person of being a scammer as they are. Okay, but we don't either. That's why we let Shakina speak for herself. We read her words. That was her talking. So we're not accusing her of nothing. We're responding to her actions. We're telling you what we think of her actions. And what her actions, that was not no up and up business person. She took the money to the UK and gave it to her Gambian boyfriend slash husband, or gave it to her Gambian boyfriend slash husband, because that money is gone. And like somebody's on here said, I don't think there was land. That's just my opinion. I don't ever think there was any land because they never seen it. Remember the man said, can you give us the Google map location so we can pinpoint it on Google Maps? They never even seen the land. I don't trust anyone that changed names, especially when they're calling me family. UN helped a lot of people. Thanks for carrying the torch. Yeah, because he was right. Y'all said he was lying. And look, Shakina proved he was right. Yeah, Shakina proved he was right. But this was sad. This is a sad story all the way around. The other people that Shakina was mentioning, their names should be on documents if they were involved. Yeah, but where are the documents, y'all? Was there any? Was she even doing documents for real? Was she really doing documents? She put a great persona on for business. Yeah, she did. Because I had, if you, like I said, if you would have gave me this, I would have. No, but I can't deny that. I can't deny what's in front of my face. I can't deny it says Shakina and the words that are written after that. This lady was going with the owner. I don't know. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Who was the owner? Prison. Lord help these. And right, why would she say they're going to get the seller is going to get a loan because he doesn't want the other one to go to prison? So they ran away with the money. They all got the runaround, including her. I don't know. I don't know if she got the runaround or if she was doing the runaround. Oh, my year, unbelievable. My year, unbelievable. Yeah, it was. This was unbelievable, y'all. This was unbelievable. Never sent anyone, no, never sent anyone your hard earned money to the Gambia for land. I am a Gambian and speaking from, oh no. I hope you didn't lose your money. Hmm. I hope not. That's just painful because you send with that money, that's your dream. So you go and you're losing your dream. I don't either, Lisa. I don't think no landowners ever existed. Never. Because why didn't you go to the authorities on the landowners? But I'm still giving that creepy UN the side with the sledgehammer. Um, right, Miss Kiki. Okay, so that's it, y'all. That's what we put together. I know the bag found frauds blacks and any other expat groups in Africa. That's it. We looked at what happened with Shakina, and did these land scamming allegations play a role in her demise? I think there's a great possibility they did. I think there's a great possibility they did. But will we ever know? We don't know. The police don't have the resources to investigate over there like that. But do I think that little boy did it? No. Oh, they said they can oh, look y'all, you can get a claim to her estate, okay? So contact the courts in the UK and put a claim in on her estate, okay? For all of y'all who sent money. Don't let this just walk. Put a claim in for the estate, okay? Because we're some money somewhere. They'll never was yeah, there was never land. It was all about the money. That's how I feel too, y'all. All right, y'all, that was it. This was a really sad story. That's why I don't lie. That's why I don't do illegal activity. That's why I don't get involved with people who do illegal activity. And if I know you're doing illegal activity, guess what? I'm not going to be bothered with you because I don't move like that. No, Mary's husband is an old USA man. That's why he don't have nothing. He sold everything to go to the Gambia. So that's all I have about Shakina. We went over everything. If I find a receipt that I didn't, okay, we read that. We said we read the ones about the end of October. We read the ones about the loan being paid in a week. We read about okay, we did it. That was a lot. Karen and Levi responses, the start of the group, encouraging. We did it. That was all the receipts. All right, y'all. I got to think about what we're going to talk about after this, which direction we're going to move in. We're going to talk about something that has to do with these women passing away. But there's so many different things I want to talk. I'm not sure which direction I want to go in. But I will be back in touch with y'all very, very soon. Okay, and we're going to do a video. Wonder if she really passed, or is the body seen, or is it just a scam? We don't know at this point. But I think it's true because her kids are there and her kids are upset and the news is all over it. And oh, it's true, people seen it. Somebody wrote me whose friend was at the site looking for the body. They wrote me and told me they actually saw the body. It's 3 hours again, y'all. Oh Jesus. I did not know it. I didn't know we were on here for 3 hours. Okay, y'all. Peace and hair grease. And I'm out of here. And I will see y'all next week.